Today is a little bit crazy. We're at kids' gym class, and I'm trying to do a little bit of work on the website and see how far I get. It's been a little bit of a crazy morning trying to get everything on time, and I only got like maybe 20 minutes here before we got to head home again. All right, wish me luck. Yeah, nothing happening too fast. Just stage life. Snack break. I think it's, and then I'm just going to go through and see how stuff looks in the mobile iPad or tablet and computers, make sure everything's formatting right, it scales up and down, everything's dynamic. Just catching all the little weird consistencies. Almost have this cold beat. Still a little bit of running. Just got something in the mail.
I'm so used to you talking to me when you say something. So you say that I assume you're
I am talking to you,
like, yeah.
but I'm telling you information you already know.
You just got this package and then you're like, I just got something in the mail. And I'm 2 packages.
We thought this was going to arrive next week.
Super excited.
That's so crazy. I expected 500 stickers to look bigger than that.
Which kind it is, different ways to use microgreens, our name, the weight, how to store them, and what date they're harvested on our website.
Up to this point, we've been just printing a little business card on here and just taping it onto the packages until we could get the stickers to arrive, and that works okay.
Stickers?
Those are stickers. There we go. Oh, this is the top one, so it's a little wrinkled. All right, so got our dating stamp, that on there. So they've actually got some serrating, which is pretty cool, on the back here to help you kind of be able to take the sticker off in sections, which is super handy.
Why do you need it?
And then, so we got, theoretically, somebody coming this afternoon to buy 2 of these, so these will be for them. So if we just put the dotted line right on there, and then that could go there.
Put number on.
Yeah, put the numbers on. And take that one off. There we go. That's what the package then looks like presentation-wise.
Let's see. First package.
There you go. That looks pretty great, I think. Super exciting. Super exciting. She's all excited about all the different sticker samples because there's so many shiny ones.
Yes, so there's this silver one.
There's some really cool ones in there.
I like this.
That one's pretty cool. Even when we can't sell all of them at the beginning here, they are really good. They're not hard to use up. They're just good in everything. They're really, this is a really good wrap. All right, so I think I need a little bit of a break from the website for a few minutes. Jill's laying down. It's been a long week, and realized I haven't watered the microgreens yet, and there's a little bit of cleanup to do in here because we still have all of our trays that need to go out to the chickens and whatnot. So I'll try and do some of that real quick. Real quick. What is that? Real quick. That's one of the things actually that Jill and I have been trying to get better at, is stop saying everything is really quick. Everything. We're trying to do everything really quick. We need to slow down because it's just not sustainable. It's not realistic to be doing everything quick, and we're starting to hear it in the kids. They're just, everything's quick. And maybe we need to slow down and actually take the time we need to do something instead of just running around like chickens with their heads cut off. All right, let's water some plants. Our world is in such a rush all the time. We need to all learn how to slow down and just, enjoy life sometimes. Theoretically, every room, every space is just a little bit different humidity, different temperatures. And so I had kind of dialed it in downstairs before we moved up into this room when we were using a little bit less space on how to get really good results. And still dialing in this space. This space is a little bit, it behaves a little differently. The plants grow a little different up here. Still trying to figure that out. figure out what they need, what they like. Like, just overnight, my mustard just totally limp and wilty, and what just happened? These were looking great yesterday. They are super dried out. Okay, so is that because I overcrowded them and now they're getting too big? Learning curves, learning curves. Give them a lot of water this time then. See if I can revive them. My goal was to have these ones done. See what would happen if I could grow them for 2 weeks. I've heard that the mustards do a little better than grow them for 2 weeks, but that's a little disheartening. These are my experimental crops. So this is beets. Once again, trying to grow them for 2 weeks. See if I can get a 2-week crop in there if they get a little bigger, because they're a little bit small otherwise. Yeah, so those are super dry. I've noticed the humidity in the room has gone up since we first put the microgreens in here. Originally, all the sensors were reading that the building was like at 20% humidity, and now it's up 30 or something in here, maybe, or not quite 30, but it's gone up. But it hasn't really got that much warmer in here, so I'm a little surprised by that. Not sure what that's about, but it seems to be sucking the water right out of the soil, which is hope that doesn't affect the crop too much. So I had to put a lot of water in those. All right, now to clean up the rest of the room. You've never seen this. This is so wild. That is the root structure. For these peas. That is crazy how much roots are in there. It's just like a little mat. It's pretty cool. Chickens love it. Got our chicken bucket here. Not all of them are that intense, but sunflower. Check that out. Okay, haven't quite got washing or sweeping the floor yet, but need to go pick up great grandma from an event she is at in town. Should only take a few minutes, but gotta run out and do that first. Gotta have time for life to happen, room to be interrupted. It's something that I've been kind of saying to myself a fair bit in the last little bit, is that anything worth doing that I'm going to be doing has to be able to be interrupted. I've got to be able to be interrupted by the kids. I've got to be able to do it not as efficiently, so that I can actually take care of what really matters most, which is my family. Anything worth doing for me, I need to be able to stop, do it inefficiently, involve people. And that just means we're going to do things a little bit slower, and we're not going to be going quite as fast, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Absolutely beautiful day. Beautiful day. It is something that I'm beginning to realize in the last few years, is that integration is really important to me. Taking care of my family, not just with dollars, but like actually doing life together, doing life with people. And we need to be able to take care of each other. We're trying to live so much of our lives in these bubbles of just us, where we can't be interrupted and our perfect little schedule can't be, I don't know, just can't be interrupted. You just have so little tolerance for life to happen, and we need to be willing and able to be interrupted, to do things inefficiently. I don't want a job, I don't want a life where I'm successful, but I don't have time for anybody, and I don't have anybody really doing anything meaningful with me in my life. I want to do life with my kids. I want to do life with my wife. I want to have my family involved. I want them to have them well taken care of and actually know who I am, and I want to know who they are. And like, we got to be able to slow down, not hit our deadlines, or at least learn how to not set such unrealistic, absurd deadlines. We've got such a busy, stressed, overworked culture where we think that we're machines and we're constantly trying to hack the system to get more productivity out of our day. And I'm becoming more and more convinced that the key to the productivity we're looking for is probably actually in doing less, not more in our day. Doing less, but doing it better instead of doing more and doing it terribly, which has kind of been our North American mantra for so long. How long have you been like that? Down there. It's probably been our North American mantra for so long that we can't even remember how to do anything differently anymore. Do more, do more, do more. Get more done, get it done faster. You know, American cheese, it's absolutely garbage, but at least we make a lot of it, you know? And I like cheese, so that's an analogy that works for me. But you know, I want quality. I want a quality life. I don't, you know, that's why we chose microgreens, right? Is that it's something that I could suddenly see where we could fit life in around it, and the kids can be involved to some capacity. They can't, you know, it's hopefully one day they'll be able to help with the video editing and making videos and marketing and all that web stuff. But right now, like, they can't even read to know what the computer's saying, much less me teach them how to do Photoshop and how to do all these complicated tasks of market research and all these kinds of things. They just can't be involved with that. And so it's just me by myself, and that's not the life I want to live. It's I want something more meaningful than that. That's not life. And microgreens allow us to kind of be interrupted and not to totally stress you out. You know, maybe we won't get the website up today. It's been like a week of saying that, but it's not the end of the world, right? We've got time, we've got margin. We can, you know, there's still something to setting a deadline, hitting a goal, all those kinds of things. But all right, here we are, picking up great grandma. Well, there she is. There you are.
It's got out here.
Was it a concert or was it?
No, we played bingo.
Oh, bingo! A game day. All right, just take some of this out to the chickens while I've got my boots on. May as well. There you go. You guys try that. Try and get out on me. And I'll save the rest, maybe, for my mom's chickens. Kind of spread it out a little. And actually, as long as I'm out here, I wanted to see if the thrift store had any buckets or kind of 2-liter water pitchers just for scooping soil. Something that just make it more efficient for planting. I'll run and check that out quick.
Do you hear that?
So a little bit of a lineup, busy thrift store today, but we got two watering containers. One's 2 liters, one's about half a liter. See which one works better for scooping soil into the trays. Should save me a lot of time because right now I've just been using a single cup and I got to do 8 of them. So you multiply that by however many trays I'm doing, and that takes up a bit of time. So hopefully this speeds things up. Now back to the house, back to see whether we're going to clean up upstairs or whether we're going to work on the website. I'm not sure. See if Jill's up or not. All right, Anya, what are you doing to start Sabbath? Mommy's cleaning.
Yeah, she's cleaning. She's finishing cleaning. I'm doing a show. And come on, circuits.
She has collected a whole bunch of snacks.
This is my snack table where I have my light.
And you've made some chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
When it doesn't look as good here, but when you
So we're gonna kick off Sabbath with a show, apparently. Okay, so we didn't quite make it. We didn't get the website up. Sabbath is about to happen, whether we want it to or not, which is a kind of an interesting thing that when you're trying to keep a Sabbath, trying to keep a day of rest, especially when it starts on Friday. And it's actually one of the things I like about it, is that it happens whether you want it to or not, whether you're ready or not. So the website's not quite done yet. We ran out of steam, I think, a little bit at the end of the week, but it is very close. Shouldn't take too much time to do on Monday. Oh, duck lips. We do have one more thing we need to get done though. And that is we need to get the freeze drying out of the freeze dryer.
Whoa.
Okay, so let's take them to...
I'm gonna be able to frost.
Hear that?
Yeah, it's so weird. Okay, so because of the way the freeze dryer works, once the suction is done, if you're not there, it will just automatically go into a freeze mode to just continue to preserve it because of our day. That's what happened. So the trays are a little bit cold, but everything is very dry, and it's interesting. You can hear it crackling as it gets into the warmth again.
Look at that purple. It turned red from purple.
Yeah, it's very purple, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely smoothies.
They should be ideal, super perfect, or soup. And the other thing we would like to try and experiment with is just seeing how you can maybe, like with the radish, for example, use it as a seasoning in your soup. And that will help reduce some of the waste of things that don't sell. That's kind of an idea.
Gross.
They taste gross. Don't you know that normal kids just love microgreens? All your friends that we give the microgreens just can't stop eating the sunflowers. Leland, what are you finding? Are you finding a mess?
She is making a mess.
Do you want to bring that spray bottle over here and spray the sunflower seeds? You pump it up like a water gun, and then it just lets you spray and spray and spray. And then this device is really cool.
See if we can get it to work.
It allows you to pressure, or what is it, vacuum seal a can.
Yeah. For dry goods, right?
Yeah, for dry goods, so pull all the air out. So you can use it on something you've already opened up or on something new. Is there a
I
little...
think it counts up to 100.
Okay, so now that's sealed on there. These are ready to go downstairs.
You're getting that stuff.
There we go. We got our first freeze-dried microgreen peas. Now we're gonna do some sunflower.
My hope would be that they should go pretty fast because they're so light. There shouldn't be really much moisture in them. All right, so that's our first 2 days of trying to vlog this whole adventure. Thanks for watching with us, and thanks for watching along and interacting with us. We'll keep you up to date. We will sign off, I think, right here because we're gonna go right downstairs to do our Sabbath and take the weekend off, and we'll be back at it on Monday.
Yeah.